What is Minamata? Minamata is a city located in Kumamoto Prefecture, Japan. In the late 1950s at Minamata Bay, the Shiranui Sea coast, Japan, something unusual occurred. Starting with a change of behavior in cats in Minamata that had tremors and jumped into the sea. The concern did not stop there. Unusual symptoms were also observed in local people. These incidents led the Japanese government to investigate the root cause of the disease in Minamata. It was discovered that there had been significant release of industrial wastewater by a chemical factory, Chiso Corporation, into the Minamata Bay. The wastewater contained heavy metal, including lead, manganese, arsenic, selenium, thallium, copper, and methylmercury compound. This activity was conducted for 36 years, from 1932 to 1968. 80 to 150 tons of mercury polluted the water, then accumulated biologically in clams, shrimp, fish, and everything around the Minamata Bay. After the investigation, the disease was confirmed to be caused by methylmercury that entered the human body through contaminated fish and clams. In extreme conditions, Minamata disease, which was named after the place it was discovered, could have worse effects such as losing entire muscle control and loss of consciousness due to severely debilitated nervous and physical effects. Minamata disease could also lead to paralysis, which caused coma and death. Inappropriate use of mercury has negative impacts on human health and the environment. But the world does not stay silent facing the threat of mercury. Many countries are committed to tackle this issue. As the world is concerned about the negative impact of mercury on our lives, then Minamata Convention on Mercury was established. The initiation of Minamata Convention started by a global research on mercury, which was performed by UNEP. In order to control mercury globally, in 2009, UNEP held a governing council, which approved to conduct a negotiation on global, legally binding instrument on mercury by establishing Intergovernmental Negotiating Committee called INC. The Minamata Convention's objective is to protect the human health and the environment from anthropogenic emissions and releases of mercury and mercury compounds, and includes a range of measures to meet that objective. The use of mercury on small-scale mining, emission, releases, and disposal of mercury into the air, water, and soil. Environmentally sound interim storage, mercury waste processing and contaminated sites, as well as international cooperation via providing financial resources, technical supports, information exchange, awareness raising, and education. The first conference of the parties to the Minamata Convention on Mercury, COP1, was held from 24 to 29 September 2017. The second conference of the parties to the Minamata Convention on Mercury, COP2, was held from 19 to 23 November 2018. The third conference of the parties to the Minamata Convention on Mercury, COP3, was held from 25 to 29 November 2019. The three conferences were held at the International Conference Center in Geneva, Switzerland. At COP3 conference of the party had chosen Mrs. Rosa Vivian Ratnawati, Indonesia, as president of COP4. Mrs. Rosa Vivian Ratnawati is the Director General of Solid Waste, Hazardous Waste, and Hazardous Substances Management, Ministry of Environment and Forestry of the Republic of Indonesia. Due to the current pandemic COVID-19, the Conference of the Parties to the Minamata Convention on Mercury decided to organize COP4 into two segments. The first segment will be held online from 1 to 5 November 2021, and the second segment is planned to be held in person on 21 to 25 March 2022 in Bali, Indonesia. This COP4 meeting is expected to be a step further in establishing a global commitment to make Mercury as history of the past. Make Mercury history.